96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day you may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag a thing now. Makes true me I do it like Nike.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by the Bahamas Football Association, BTC, Burger King, The Cancer Treatment, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Rise Bahamas.
The Wednesday, May 24th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. on this Hump Day edition, Wednesday. And you know it's Wednesday, so we're going to open the lines. We got lots to talk about. Whatever you want to talk about, that's what we're going to talk about. All right? And we'll get to that in short order. But before I get into that, you know I got to hook you up with your trivia. Got to make sure you're in a good place. A lot of stuff going on. I'm going to make sure we have a good conversation. Yeah. We're going to make that work run, that school run, nothing but fun and entertaining for you. All right? And keep your mind working. Phone lines are open 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259 in New Providence. Toll free in Grand Bahama and any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720. That's 242-300-5720. Text lines followed by BTC 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. All right, let's check out your trivia. What I got for you? What have we got? I want to know which way I want to go with this. Because I'll be honest with you. Like I said, could go many ways with this. Many, many ways. I don't know if I'm going to make you overthink or underthink. But nonetheless, I can make you think. All right. Right here. Wow. Recent survey of 100 Bahamian men and women. 50 men, 50 women. Professionals, 21 to 50. Survey revealed that women... All right, well, survey revealed that not everybody surveyed, 35% do this at work, and women do it twice as much as men. What is it? That's your mind-bending brain teaser. 100 Bahamians surveyed, 50 men, 50 women. Survey revealed that 35% do this at work, and women do it 2 times or twice as many times as men. What is it? And no, it's not flirt, and no, it's not gossip. Even though some dudes probably gossip more than women these days. I can leave that alone. Anyway, while y'all work on that, I'm going to work on this. The headliners, who are what's making headlines in the 242, all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. Be sure to check them out online, finethreads.com. Or pop on in top of the hill, Mackey Street, or the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. Both locations open for you 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. All right, here's your headliners. What's blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views in Madison's 1844. No hope in sight. Petroleum retailers renew plea to government as action drags on. As many petroleum retailers in New Providence continue to refuse to sell diesel at their stations for a second day yesterday, Vice President of the Bahamas Petroleum Retailers Association, Vasco Bastian, said many operators feel hopeless as their plea to the government to adjust their margins has fallen on deaf ears. It makes absolutely no sense selling diesel, said Bastian, as he again highlighted the plight of the retailers who have been asking for the government for over a year now to change the fixed margins to allow them to make a reasonable profit. If you buy $5,000 worth of diesel, you probably make $200 to $300. It makes no sense. Now, this needs to be rectified. The petroleum dealers have been crying out for this for the longest. And again, still no resolution. Now, Mr. Bastian, I saw you having many conversations with Mr. Davis when he was in opposition prior to the last election. Are you yet another one that has been disenfranchised and misspoken to by the Prime Minister? Because here we are, And we still have the same situations. And by God, as many gas stations we have here in this country, the owners should be able to make a living. It should be a fair enough playing field that they can benefit, and we don't have to feel it at the pump. If it goes this way, we're going to feel it at the pump. So I implore Mr. Bastian, you should run a promotion with the petroleum dealers to align yourself with the consumers so you don't feel it in your pocket and we don't feel it in our pocket. But the government feels it and they get it done. Because this is crazy. And then if you look at the gas prices, $5.95 at Rubis, $5.74 at ESSA. And if you look in the business section, Focal reports 48% increase in profits. But I guess the gas business is good for some, but not for others. But when I see Focal reports 48% increase in profits, I don't think we'll ever go green anytime soon. It's just bad for business. So, Mr. Bastian, I think you need to re-strategize. Because I feel your pain. But eventually we're going to feel your pain at the pumps, and we can't have that because we're feeling enough pain from this administration already. Drivers search for alternative diesel sources as action continues. Some truck drivers have had to find alternate diesel sources. But bus drivers and other drivers who operate smaller diesel vehicles and who primarily rely on the service stations for refueling have become especially worried as many operators of New Providence continue to refuse to sell diesel as they press the government to raise the fuel margins. So there's the trickle down. It's already started. An initiative with diesel and then eventually go to gasoline if we don't get this worked out. Gibson trial adjourned to June 19th. The corruption trial of Free National Movement MP Adrian Gibson was yesterday adjourned until June 19th. Gibson's trial is on hold until the Court of Appeal gives its ruling on whether he and his 5 co-accused can receive a fair trial. Justice Cheryl Grant Thompson impaneled a 9-member jury to hear the case on May 18th, days after she rejected submission. And let me just get to page 5, because, I like to continue, and I don't like to leave it dangling. That, and right to a fair trial had been breached. Gibson and his co-accused Elwood Donaldson, former general manager of Water and Sewage Corporation, have appealed the decision. Now, it is before the court, so we'll watch it play out and watch it pan out. Mitchell says Atlanta's comments on RCI were not appropriate. Mr. Mitchell, wipe your mouth. You're talking crap, all right? Because nobody has more inappropriate comments than you, especially in your ad nauseum 4 and 5 minute voice note rants, which I don't know how they're getting shared on national news, by the way, either. What you need to do is figure out which hat you're wearing, chairman or MP or Minister of Foreign Affairs. But please don't come off as disingenuous as you do and hypocritical as you do, because many of your comments are way out of line and very inappropriate and offensive to many on multiple levels. So remove the beam in your own eye or wherever the beam is on you and stop running out with foolishness, because you are no better than the people you're accusing, because you do the same thing. I'm tired of your septuagenarian silliness, Mr. Mitchell. Really, a lot of people are. Anyhow, I digress. Before we get to the break, and we'll pick up the buzz on the flip side, all brought to you, of course, by John Shoes. Sad news today. We lost Tina Turner. Legend gone at the age of 83. Very sad to hear that. But we did lose another legend today. Tina Turner, gone at the age of 83. Very sad news. So we'll get to the break, Mr. Producer. Flip side of the break, we'll be back at you. We got the buzz by John Shoes coming at you. We got the global warming. We're heating up the planet in 60 seconds or less. All brought to you by KFC Nassau. And we'll slide into my Dunkin' Donuts coffee break. It's Wednesday, May 24th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this. And listen, all you texters, all of you are wrong. Try again. Good stuff, though.
Experience the pure deliciousness of Dunkin's Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. This sweet and savory breakfast treat stacks a fluffy egg and smoked bacon, sandwiched inside a split classic Dunkin' Glazed Donut. Make it a combo with lightly seasoned hash browns and your favorite freshly brewed Dunkin' coffee. Stop by your favorite Dunkin' today and take breakfast to a fun and tasty level with the Dunkin' Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'. When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together, and we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey for every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
After a hurricane or storm, get the Nassau Guardian's Hurricane Guide. The guide will tell you where to purchase building and cleaning supplies, waste disposal, medical care, which auto shop to go to after driving through flooded streets, and much more. The Nassau Guardian's Hurricane Guide will help to make sure everyone knows what to do in the event a hurricane approaches and after it departs. Take advantage of this double insertion offer to commercials. Contact us today, 302-2300. 302-2300, or call your account executive. Will you be prepared?
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity.
It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it.
My sales increase, and I can track my earnings.
Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today.
Call 356-7764.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dream come true. We playing with Island Games.
Juicy fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a hot buttery biscuit for only $5. That's genius! Part of the KFC Genius menu, the KFC $5 snack box delivers on flavor and value. Need to feed more than one? KFC's Great Picks has got you covered. Packed with 4 thighs and 4 legs, fried to golden perfection, plus 4 buttery biscuits for only $20. More genius! Hungry for deals? The Genius Menu at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
You know, every now and then, I think you might like to hear something from us. Nice and easy. But there's just one thing, you see, we never, ever do nothing nice and rough. We're gonna take the beginning of this song and do it easy. But then we're gonna do the finish rough. It's the way we do Proud Mary. Rolling on the river. Listen to the story now. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleep. And I was worried about the way that things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning. Oh, the Proud Mary keep on burning. And we're rolling, yeah. Rolling on the river. So we're rolling. Rolling on the river.
Rolling on the river.
And we're back at you on the Wednesday, May 24th edition of Talking Heads. The late, great Tina Turner doing it to you right there. And I guess it's the late, great Tina Turner along with Ike Turner. Both of them passed on into glory. Well, we know Tina probably gone into glory. We didn't know Ike gone. Ike was quite the character. Ike might be in purgatory right now, still rolling. Anyway, let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hey.
What's going on, Bucket Mouth, Goblin Head?
Right there.
Your answer was wrong, by the way. Go to the bathroom. That was wrong.
Well, maybe that's where I've been going all day.
I wonder. What got you going to the bathroom? What got your belly on you, man? Not this new day.
No, man, I ain't got nothing to say. I intentionally clean myself out. I know what is messed with me and what has stuffed me up. Anytime I drink anything like milk or cream, I know. Don't make no dates.
Thanks for sharing, Sparky. Let's talk about something else, though.
Yeah. But that's nature, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You starting to talk about Aaron Rodgers talking about bowel movements publicly. We don't need to go there. Let's talk about something else.
But boy, he's a real comedian.
All the time.
I can tell you the truth. And the funniest thing is, the good lady didn't even die in America, they said. She died in Switzerland somewhere.
She'd been in Europe for years. I'm Sparky.
Yeah, and was still performing, too.
Mm-hmm.
And still look young with them tall. Boy, she could wear some tall heels, eh?
But I ain't gonna lie, though. For what we call, older women, boy, cougars, boy. Tina was up there. She was one of the better cougars for a long time.
But not only that, them heels must be about at least 12 inches high.
She threw one of them heels at you and hit you in the neck, she'll kill you.
Not only that, but she used to dance in them.
And shake it up, too.
I can't see other people walking them. She used to dance in it. But she had a rough life, and then she cooled it off and had a good life. So God bless her. May his soul rest in peace. She gave us a lot of excitement in her days. I don't know if she ever visited the Bahamas, but a lot of stars came here. One of the things I wanted to mention, because I heard a lot of people talking about it, my contribution today, that I really can't understand this thing when we talk about rape or marital rape. You know, Dottie, what I can't understand as a human being, whether you're married or not, how in the world, unless a man is mentally, he can hold on to a direction where the woman is saying no.
My thing about that, Sparky, is this. I'll be honest with you. No is no. And if you got to force yourself or you got to take it, you really want it that bad? I mean, it takes everything out of it.
But is that the only person you could have it with? You can't say, well, okay, Miss Lady, you telling me no. There's more women in the country than men.
No, now see.
I should be able to go down the road and find one guy sit to the bar of a nightclub who just want to get it.
But now you're talking extramarital affairs, Sparky. That's a whole different can of worms you about ready to open up there. That don't condone it. That don't make it right.
Yeah, but if the wife don't want to give it to you, then, hey, love, I'm sorry, but I need this thing. I can find it someplace else.
Listen, man, Sparky, you and I both know, and I don't have to tell this to you. You've been around from satellite time, from Atlantic satellite time. You know what channels to go watch. You know what channels to go watch. So don't sit there and tell the dog no fool.
I tell you.
No is no. I mean, I don't know why I do it so power-hurry about it.
But the thing is, I'm still trying to get to the point. Something got to be mentally wrong with you. If you could maintain an erection while somebody's scratching and screaming and crying and saying they got a headache, not in the mood and this and that and that. Before I go naughty, let me tell you this, what a lady friend of mine told me. That I'm going to be decent about it. This dude was so crazy, and it was her husband. She said when her menstrual cycle used to come down, and she wasn't feeling good, her stomach was squirmy and stuff and headaches, he used to force himself on the other side of her. You can understand that?
Yeah, but Sparky, I mean, my God, there's still 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, as graphic as it is, I get your point.
You got to be sick, though.
Got to be a baller.
You need to speak with Dr. David Allen more than once a week. Have a good day.
You too, Sparky. Listen, Sparky, there's an old joke by one of my good comedian friends, Tony Stone. You know what he says, right? He goes, my wife has sex. I get it from her. We'll have sex next Wednesday. And that means he's going to wait till next Wednesday. Because at the end of the day, that component of a relationship or a marriage is still controlled by the woman. Because it's her body. A lot of dudes think, okay, because I marry her, she's mine. Not that in that literal sense, okay? And if you're looking for them back in the day, draconian kind of relations, that ain't happening. The world has evolved way too much since then. I'm just surprised there's so many, low self-esteem, lacking confidence men out there. You don't get it tonight, that's fine. You still got several other days in a week. Maybe you need to step up your game. Maybe you need to do some things so the answer won't be no and it'll be a yes. Try bathing for once. Showing up in fresh drawers. Don't show up, 12 o'clock in the morning, on 4 or 5, or 6 dozen beers talking about the Lakers lose, the rest of make it up. Nothing happened. Okay? But I'm just, when comedians can come down here and make fun of all marital rape laws, I just hang my head in shame. Because they obviously see stuff we don't see. So they all look at it differently from us. And we're missing the forest for the trees. We really shouldn't be having this conversation. A woman has every right to control her body, and that means you don't get none tonight, but you don't get none tonight. And start working on it, that you can get some tomorrow night. Anyway, let me check the, but all y'all still wrong on these answers, My God, y'all are way off. Naughty women work twice as long as men. Men work 40 hours, and women are working 80 hours. So, but I had a good comeback for that, but I can leave it. Naughty, when anyone says stand up, that means protest in the Bahamas. Let's be real, at least among ourselves. She is only falling back because the labor board is involved. Naughty, so you think all them now government ministers gonna be smiling for the camera to cut ribbon on something they voted against? Boy, you are killing me today. Y'all got your jokes today. My God, y'all on the road. Naughty, you heard how consumer protection personnel are exposing the mismanagement of the funds by government entities. Yes, I've been seeing some sorted videos and whatnot, but you know me, I like to do my due diligence and I consider the source. So we want to make sure that everything's actual and factual. But I will say, where there's smoke, there inevitably will be fire, and that's a lot of allegations coming out of there. It should be investigated, and properly and thoroughly. Not like fender bender, buck up in the car incidents and the situation in Albuquerque, if you know what I mean. Naughty, I with you. If my woman say no, I go straight to Pornhub. There you go. Well, thank you for putting it out there. Glad to know what you watch. There you go. See, I knew as soon as I mentioned it, come next tester. I have some better channels for you, Naughty. That dude don't know what he's talking about Pornhub. Oh my God. Hey. Anyway, I'll leave that alone. If she say no, turn on the channel, maybe watch something together, and maybe that might spark a few. They can hear, but they could feel. There should have been a way for the PLP to make them cry more directly. You live and learn. Everything I said about the PLP will come to pass. Texter, what did you say about the PLP? Because I don't know what you said. Text me some bullet points as to what you said, so we know where you at in regards to that. Got some other ones coming in right now as we continue to buzz, all brought to you, of course, by John's Shoes. Be sure to check out John's, both locations, John's Plaza, Carmichael, and the flagship store on Rosetta today. New arrivals in stock, men, women, and children, casual, formal, and athletic. And don't forget, they got small home appliances and cookware as well available for you at both John's locations. And remember, at John's, serving you is a pleasure. Both those locations open for you at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Naughty, rape is more about control, dominance, mental and physical dominance. Here's another one. Naughty, I saw another Marco alert last night. Way too many missing persons. We have kidnappers in this country or something going on, eh? Well, I'm glad you got a Marco alert, because I got one and then I didn't get the other one. I thought we were all supposed to be getting the Marco alert. Got to call my homegirl Tadar and the crew from Rise Bahamas, and we got to talk about this. Because Marco alert needs to be, this should have been rolled out already. This should have been functioning. Naughty, you need to delve deep into the kidnappers on this island or in this country. There are rumors that are swirling, and with continued Marco alerts, there could be some truth to these rumors. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Naughty. When my spouse says no, Cheetah says yes. Oh, Jesus. And Sandra up too, oh my God. Oh, man. You're a night crawler, obviously. Naughty, the PLP is the problem. They can't distinguish between the Bahamas government and their party and their lovers and friends. They believe that they are above the law or that they are the law. Yeah, I see what you was intimating out earlier there, text. I get you. Yeah, you're pretty on point. All right, so what else got you buzzing? Oh, listen. Gotta say something here. I gotta give credit to Harbor Bay, okay? And out there at the container port on Arawak Key. And the police officers that are out there are doing a great job ensuring that the handicap parking is taken care of. They remove the cones for proper handicap vehicles, and they leave the cones there so nobody could abuse it. And I appreciate their efforts. They're making an effort in dealing with it, and for that, I'm thankful. So I got to commend the crew, the security staff over there at Harbor Bay, and the police force that are stationed at the container port. They're doing a great job with that handicap parking. And the rest of you keep sending in the pictures, and let me know, who you got out there practicing hee-haw, and we'll get them out there and put them out there on full blast, front strip. You know how we do it. Woo! Here comes a big text. Naughty, under the F&M, there was the worst storm of the country, followed by a pandemic, and they rant and rave about the F&M increasing the national debt. Minister going to increase taxes. The administration have not faced the pandemic, the worst storm of the country, and they bragging how the economy booming, but the national debt increased like this. Wow. I can't wait for the budget debate, the lies that they will be telling us, and try to justify all these tax increases. Hey, Texter, you're making a lot of sense with a lot of good points. But don't forget that Minister administration had several flaws. Like I say, right now, I don't even think we could choose between the lesser of the two evils. We need a brand new slate for next election. We need to see a lot of these characters on both sides out of there. And new, fresh faces, ready to serve and ready to be visionary. And change a few things for the better. And not be afraid to make the changes for the better. And not lose focus on the fact that they are there to serve their constituents. Not themselves or their personal agendas first. Or fatten their bank book before they do anything else. And we're part of the problem. Because we continue to re-elect these, individuals. All right, let's check out some more text. Naughty, did Cuban really get his work permit? If not, he could go to the Red Guard. I used to check it. Stop it. Cuban been straight long time. Naughty, when my wife says no because she's feeling tired or not in the mood, I accept it. I can't even dream about forcing my wife to have sex. I love my wife more than I love sex. God is love. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. That's how I play it. If I ask for something and she say no, it's all good. Next time she asks for something, I'm right there, bada bing, bada boom, let's make it happen. And I say, see, you notice it wasn't no problem. It was an instant yes, right? Notice the difference between men and women. We will never say no. Kiki, ha, laugh, and it's all good. And you laugh about it and you keep it moving. And if she say no the next time, it's no is no. That don't mean she don't love you less. Or no. Some of y'all got to really get out of your feelings and firm up in your emotions, man. And next time, if she asks you, say no. And see what the reaction is. And then say, I was only joking. Let's get it on. Boy, you a real night caller. You even telling me the languages, but they speaking at Sandrop now. Wow. You right here now, me making joke of this. Watch immigration be there at 6 a.m. in the morning. Anyhow, that's a wrap right there on the Buzz. All brought to you, of course, by John Shoes. Take a quick break right now. Second one. On the flip side of the break, we'll be back to wrap up the first hour. I got you, Global Warming. We're heating up the planet in 60 seconds or less. All brought to you, of course, by KFC Nassau. We'll slide into my Dunkin' Donuts break, Dunkin' Donuts coffee break, and I'll see if I got me a winner chicken dinner in the trivia. But everything look wrong right now. My God, y'all off. Y'all been Googling long, and you've been Googling wrong. Let's get to the break, Mr. Producer.
From the fried chicken experts, creators of the Kentucky Chicken Sandwich, comes a whole new way to enjoy barbecue. The KFC Crispy Barbecue Sandwich features a 100% premium white meat Kentucky Fried Chicken filet stacked with bacon, cheddar cheese, crispy fried onions, and barbecue sauce on a toasted, buttery brioche bun. The new KFC Barbecue Crispy Sandwich is available only for a limited time. Try one today and enjoy a whole new level of flavor. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
When I got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. That's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. Whatever the occasion, John's is confident you will find what you're looking for among our always growing collection of amazing and trendy styles. We cover women, men, children, the whole family, together with John's great prices and helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience in shopping with us will be time well spent. Too busy to come in store? Shop with us online, www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on in today at John's, where we put fashion at your...
People, what you thinking? We want something different. People, what you wanting? We want local government. I can tell them no more slunking. We want to see it function. I can tell them no more joke. I forgot. Going down Blue Hill Road, going down Village Road, going down Nassau Road. We want local government. We want local government. Mr. Road, we want local government. Shed we want local government. We got call for local government.
Sign the petition and find out more information at risebahamas.net.
Experience the pure deliciousness of Dunkin's Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. This sweet and savory breakfast treat stacks a fluffy egg and smoked bacon, sandwiched inside a split classic Dunkin' Glazed Donut. Make it a combo with lightly seasoned hash browns and your favorite freshly brewed Dunkin' coffee. Stop by your favorite Dunkin' today and take breakfast to a fun and tasty level with the Dunkin' Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
We're back at you right here on Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. It's time to get up into, the global warming. We're heating up the planet in 60 seconds or less. All brought to you, of course, by KFC Nassau. And be sure you got to check it out, people. Limited time only. It's the crispy barbecue Kentucky chicken sandwich. It is off the chain. Barbecue sauce, crispy onions, bacon, cheddar cheese, all GWOD good. Get it original or spicy. You know which one I get, an original, baby. That's how we do it. But you definitely want to check it out at your favorite KFC location for takeout and for drive-thru. And don't forget the drive-thru is open and frying until midnight. So late night, all right? All right. Let's jump on in. Let's see what's heating up the planet, like I said, in 60 seconds or less. All brought to you, of course, by KFC Nassau. And here we go. After being swept by the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers, LeBron James is making retirement noises, and they continue today. We'll talk about that coming up in the 5 o'clock hour when we get to sports. Caller, I see you. Give me 1 second, and I'm coming to you. Mr. Producer, grab that caller, and I'll knock this out real quick. A sad trend going on among teenagers is chroming, getting a quick high out of inhaling aerosol products. Please, we don't need to see that over here. And I hear it's reaching proportions, epidemic proportions in the States. Bad trend, that is. Not surprising, the diamond ring Jeff Bezos gave his now fiancée Lauren Sanchez clocks in at 20 carats. But is it real? Because you know Bezos is a real fake. So yesterday was the day that HBO Max became just Max. Some technical glitches in the morning hours, but eventually everything worked. And more news from the streaming world. Paramount Plus with Showtime will debut next month. And by the end of the year, the Showtime app will be no more. And that's a wrap right there on your global warming. We're heating up the planet in 60 seconds or less. All brought to you, of course, by KFC Nassau. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hello, Naughty. I have a taxi driver that parked in Hanwood.
Lie.
Want me to give you the number?
Number right now, baby. Which super value?
Give me the number.
Which super value?
Right now.
And get a picture of it and text me at 422.
I have a, yeah. What is it?
Take a picture and text me at 422-4796.
422-796?
4796. 422-4796. Text me a picture right now.
4796.
But
Okay,
it's a cab driver?
Yeah, taxi driver.
What kind of cab?
It's one of them bus taxi. The number is TN1642.
TN1642. TN1642. And what color is it?
1624.
1624. A white taxi.
And a lady driving it.
All right, cool. Not a problem. This Cable Beach, right?
Yes, sir. Cable Beach Super Value.
I got you, brother. All right. White taxi, van, TN1624, correct?
Yes, sir.
I got you, brother. Let me get on it right now. Hey, all my taxi friends, run this one up the wire. You got one of your own making you all look stupid right now. Obviously, this denied oxygen in the womb cab driver, who obviously has not been to Bahama Host, is parking in the handicap parking spot, Cable Beach Shopping Center, Super Value. White, a bus, TN1624, white in color. Driver is a lady, and you park in the Cable Beach handicap parking, a Super Value, with your tourist in the car. And obviously there's some knucklehead tourists, because in the States they wouldn't do that ish. They'd make noise about it. Some of them may play Karen or Ken over there, but they parked up in your AC van, taking a handicapped spot from disabled Bahamians or disabled residents who live here. You're wrong for that. And all my cab friends, tell the driver, a TN1624, with her denied oxygen in the womb self, her poster child for de-average, get you in a dumb bungie out of the handicap parking spot. You and your tourists who you got it posted up in there. Okay? All right. All right. And don't worry, I got your number again, and I make sure shout you out tomorrow. You giblet. My God. Naughty, I applaud your defense on the disabled parking, but can a taxi park in a handicap spot? Yes, if a disabled, and you see proof that they're disabled, you pull up and you say, yes, I have a disabled passenger. But if you don't, get your bungie out the handicap parking spot. That's how that go. I have a handicap decal in my vehicle for my dad's situation with his broken hip. When I came to work today, they got a juicy handicap parking right here in the front of Guardian. Where am I parked? To the back. Because I don't need it. And I have a decal. Listen, y'all really got to come off of being so selfish and self-centered and realize other people live in this thing we call the Bahamas. Yeah, we got lots to work on, but we should have just a common, basic modicum of respect for the disabled and knowing right from wrong. And know better, do better. And you park your bungie there again, I can reg you up again. Okay? Dum-dum driving the white van, TN1624. Stop parking in the handicap parking spots. Let your tourists wait or walk inside and do the shopping from a parking spot. Not named handicap. Okay, dum-dum? Thank you. Let's get to the news.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Juicy fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a hot buttery biscuit for only $5. That's genius! Part of the KFC Genius menu, the KFC $5 snack box delivers on flavor and value. Need to feed more than one? KFC's Great Picks has got you covered. Packed with 4 thighs and 4 legs, fried to golden perfection, plus 4 buttery biscuits for only $20. More genius! Hungry for deals? The Genius Menu at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together. And we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations. We're with you on this journey for every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit Cleveland-Caribbean.
You must understand the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That it's only the thrill of boy meeting girl opposites attract. It's physical, only logical. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? It may seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. If I tend to look dazed, I read it someplace. I've got cause to be. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that fits. But whatever the reason, you do it for me. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart broken? I've been taking on a new direction, but I have to say, I've been thinking about my own protection. It scares me to feel this way. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? What's love got to do with it? One love but a sweet old-fashioned notion.
We're back at you right here on the 4th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company, and of course, Mr. Producer, I dead.
Why you dead?
My headphones dead.
Oh, because I got to say some other things, if you was a jokers.
Malaka's dead.
I don't know if they're dead. They just get beaten in the Western Conference Finals.
Anyway.
Which makes them better than about 15 other teams in the Western Conference.
Well, I don't know. Keep talking.
I don't mind you saying they get beat. No, I don't mind saying they get beat.
We good.
But when you say they dead, you can't say that because they're better than 15 other teams. They're actually better than 28 other teams.
Pearly, let's cut to the chase. Okay? How you doing?
I good. I really good. Dodgers win last night, beat Atlanta 8-1. That's 2 in a row. We're trying to sweep tonight.
You want to know how I'm doing?
How you doing, Naughty?
Absolutely flipping fantastic. You know why?
You see, I know why you go. There you go. I think you really in love with this dude, but go ahead.
No. I'm in love with being right. I'm in love with
taking... You got to rub it. You had your opportunity to talk about this yesterday. You didn't show up. So today, too late for you to try rubbing, but you was right. Let's move on.
You are not, sir, you are not going to take that away from me. You did an impeccable job yesterday, too, by the way.
You took it away from yourself yesterday by having you trying, making other people laugh. You left me to take the job of toting the blows.
I let everybody know on Wednesday is my day. I'm here. They can chime in and give me my dose while you watch.
No, but I know, man. I done been through that. So we need to move on, man.
Can I have 20 seconds and then I'll stop? Just 20?
15.
It's 20. It's my show. Come on, bro.
15. Compromise.
You ought to Earl Morrow, all right, to my greasy, but... Why did I use a dolphin reference? Jesus God.
Because, see, that shows where you're
I wanted to make you feel better.
Take your 30 seconds.
I actually didn't want to call you Clinton Longley to my Roger Staubach, because Clinton Longley was a one-hit wonder, okay? All right.
You would have told me off the show.
No, but Purdy, just my point. You and I had this conversation in prior incarnations doing the press box, okay? 5 years ago, I said this is going to pan out how it is. It's not going to be successful.
You have said this 100 times.
And all I want to say is...
and the listeners probably nauseated about listening to you saying this every minute.
I just wanted to say that I was right in that category, and he's not proving me wrong.
I didn't tell you that but 10 times.
But more importantly, it was on display why I have such a penchant to lay hate at this dude in the four square circles.
But to be very honest with you, your argument don't hold because you said we were worse off than we were when he came. In actuality, we are better off because we made it to the Western Conference Final. We got a title in 1 year and the Western Conference Final this year. So that really,
how many times did we not make the playoffs?
Hold on a minute. What matters is, are we better today than we were the day he came to the Lakers? And we are.
And Purdy?
I'm not saying because of him, but we are.
But Purdy, are we going to remain a better team? That's the problem now.
See, you add to it now. You add juice to it.
No, I'm just...
Your argument was we are worse off today than we were when he came to the league. That's your argument.
No. I didn't say worse off. I said it wasn't going to benefit us, and when he leaves, we're going to be worse off than when he came. Don't switch it up. That's what I said.
But not necessarily when he leaves. When he leaves, we have plenty of money to spend. That's how we spend it.
But why wait for another year or so? Let him get out of there.
Because something called the salary cap.
Yeah, but guess what? If the New York Knicks are wanting and willing, buddy, and they're willing to let Bronny play in the Garden too, what are we waiting for?
Then if that happens, then we move on and we get some players.
And we Julius Randle. That's the ticket.
I don't want Julius Randle. Julius Randle get lost in the playoffs. I don't want Julius Randle. Julius Randle, show me why the Lakers traded him away.
But hold on.
The Heat had him for breakfast.
He still got value though, Pearly, to other franchises. Come on, man.
No. I want value for my franchise, and I think that's Brunson.
But they ain't gonna give up Brunson. You know it, and I know it. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm greedy.
He's a hog. He's a sock hog. That's the problem.
Give me a number one pick. Give me a number one pick.
In fact, they got two. We could probably massage some of them and get some of them that we gave away.
The fact that they think he is such worth it, give me your number one pick. Let me take one of them young boys.
But back to the point I was trying to make. The petulance displayed by LeBron, what really bothered me. You have been heaped with accolades your whole entire career. You got to sit there after getting swept. When Jokic and the Nuggets played a hell of a series. And it was a great series. The Lakers weren't blown out. They lost by 2. They lost by 4, by 6. It was a competitive series. But at the end of the day, they came up short. Why do you have to take away the moment? If you're such an ambassador for the game and love the sport so much and want to see the NBA grow, why are you throwing shade on the Joker's moment? Congratulate them, say good job, and keep it moving. You didn't shake hands when you came off the court.
No. He was asked, what is, you can't blame him for that. Come on, man, no. They don't do that to the ball.
Hold on. He walked off and didn't shake his hand. Go walk off again and not shake the opponent's hand. Come on, Pearly.
He ain't the only one.
Regardless, this is a pattern with him, okay? I don't care about the rest. I'm talking about him.
That don't listen to me. That bothers me as much as that don't bother me. That ain't make nothing to me. That don't mean nothing. So what? What does that take away? You point that out. That has not been a subject of conversation in the media. You make it a subject of conversation.
I could send you 6 or 7 links to discuss it at length when he did it.
Send them to me.
I will.
And I'll start corrected. Send them to me.
As soon as I get off here, I will. Because as soon as the game was over,
mind you, if you don't send them to me, I can call you out tomorrow and let you know now.
You gotta have it. He didn't shake hands. He walked off.
I know that, but it's not a big deal. What does that do?
Then at the press conference, it's all about me. I gotta retire. What if you can retire? Retire and go.
No. They asked him the question, what are you going to do? Are you going to play on or are you going to retire? And he said, I don't know. I have to think about it. And that's a legitimate question to ask the person of his age in the league. That's a legitimate question. That ain't him being petulant. That's not him being taken. They asked him the question. And he was nice and said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to think about it, talk to my family, blah, blah. Fine. The media blown it out of proportion to make it a big issue right now. Oh, is he going to retire?
Right, because now they got the Brady angle. And here goes another offseason ad nauseum. Will he retire? Will he won't?
But no, you can't be mad at them because they all love him out there. If you listen to Mark Jackson and all that, you'll throw up.
That's why I don't.
All right, okay.
And that's why Mark Jackson won't get no head coaching
job. But I still think that you have a man crushing to do because you can't stop talking. But I'm ready to move on to talk with something else.
You only want to move on now because the Lakers lost and you took some chafing yesterday.
Fine, so that finished. We finished and let's talk about whether the Heat can go fold up in this series. That's what I want to talk about.
Well, let me just finish.
I've been to bet you a nice hot coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Mystery Heat ain't gonna call in.
Listen, you preaching to the choir. I still waiting him to pay for his debt from last year.
And I tell you one thing. You may take it as a joke. And it may be over. It just may be over. I don't know. But don't let them brothers go back to Boston and win one. Don't have to come back to Miami to close it out because you could be in problems. Don't blink. They win that one. Go home. Go in Boston and end that. Don't let them come back to Miami to try and end that in 6. That could be a problem. I'm not saying it will happen, but when it's like that, anything can happen. And you get a game 7, you're in major catastrophe.
Here we go, Pearly. See, this the kind of stuff that see makes me talk. Naughty, I'm a Laker fan, but I'm not a Bron-sexual, but you need to admit that LeBron was one of the only Lakers that showed up to play. He played the entire game minus 30 seconds. At 38, year 20, while 80 sat on the bench and decided when he was going to come off in the game. If I were him, I'd be upset too and want to retire. You would feel the same way too. No, I wouldn't, because I never been a petulant little Rudy Poo beta like LeBron. If I get beat, go ahead, Pearly.
It's selfish of LeBron to play the whole game and not rest because it hurt his team at the end of the game. He was too tired to perform.
Yeah.
Mind you, I love what he was doing in the first half, He was eating them for breakfast, taking them to the hole.
Yeah.
And I expected
but he blew his whole entire wad in the first half, 31. What happened in the second half? Text to 9, invisible.
9 points in the second half because he was tired.
He looked 38 in the second half, sucking wind. I tell you that much.
He did not manage his time. He should have rested in the first half. He should have gotten some rest. The team was gotten some rest and put that same what you was doing on them in the first half and the second half. With 8 minutes getting the game, LeBron couldn't even move down. Caught his holding his hand on his
I
face.
want to ask the texter if in game 1, when everybody didn't show up in the first half, showed up in the second half, including Austin Reeves, who was shooting lights out, and LeBron looks him off and clanks up the brick. I mean, were they failing him then, or were they failing him in game 2? When they made a run and he didn't have nothing late in the fourth quarter. Or they fed him in game 3 when Brown picked his pocket clean in the open court to end the game. And Joker punked him with the flip-flop game right before that. I mean, was it his teammates' fault then or was that on him? And I saw AD putting up numbers, 40 and 18, 25 and 18. I saw AD putting up numbers, though. Let's be honest.
But our problem is we want praise to LeBron and blah, blah, blah. But when LeBron mess up or use that F word up.
Here come the excuses and let's turn him into a victim.
Cost us game 1. He shouldn't have taken that shot. Game 2, he hit them 2 3-pointers and thought he could shoot everything after a clonk. And in Game 4, he burned himself out in the first half and was not there for his teammates in the back half of the second half. Was not there for his teammates. He took that ball. If a fresh LeBron would take that ball to the hole at the end of the game, he would have scored. A fresh LeBron would have scored. He couldn't jump. His legs was gone. Let's be real, man. And even though he might be in town, he might be listening to us right now. No disrespect. And somebody say, oh, you hate him because he do this. He never get locked up his daddy. No, I don't hate LeBron.
Listen, how you're brought up has nothing to do if you get swept in the finals, okay? Or the Western Conference. It don't have nothing to do. Your upbringing has nothing to do if you get swept. I'm just saying.
I admire that he put 1,000 here to I admire all of that. I think he's great for that. He is fantastic for that. I praise him for that. He was able to keep his head clean. He had no scandals, none of that. Yes, I love that. A super duper apple looper stuff. $1 million to do is break the Lakers to a championship, and you did not do that. That's what I'm saying. Now, be in a position next year to figure out how we can spend some money. What are we going to do? Do we keep Austin Reeves? Austin Reeves, the Lakers want him, but the Lakers only can offer him 4-year, $51 million.
Austin Reeves is out of there, bro. I'm telling you. He's going to get a $100 million deal
somewhere. They can offer him a 4-year, $51 million contract. That's all the Lakers could offer him. Someone else could offer him 80 and 90 million.
Could
Pelinka, you think he can take the money?
Could Pelinka try work him a deal and say, look, man, sign this 51 for 2, and then we wrap it in 2 years, we rip it up and do it again?
No, he only could do 20-something for 2 or 51 for 4. He could take a 1-year, $15 million contract or something like that and say, okay, next year we give you max. I think. I don't know if he can work on it.
I'm thinking he might get a 1-year deal. I don't think the Lakers brass is going to let Reeves go. I think they like Reeves. I think they like Rui Hachimura. I think they stay.
They don't like him. The fact that the Lakers' hands are tied because of the money they get AD and LeBron.
Hold on. Those guys are all redoable, Pearly. Hachimura, Reeves, and Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt's already done because it's a team option.
Listen, Reeves is doable if he's willing to take the hometown race.
No, Reeves is Reeves is still doable if they let D'Lo walk. I get it, but Reeves is still doable long term if they let D'Lo walk. And I think D'Lo is the one they're going to let walk in all of this. I think Mo Bamba stays and Vanderbilt stays because the team has options on them and they're cheap. And then they focus on Reeves and Rui Hachimura. And D'Lo gets to walk. And I think in a couple of years, what they'll do is give a 2-year deal to Rui and keep him there and probably do that 1-year deal to Austin Reeves with the view to give him the max deal later on, a year or 2 later. And considering how they worked with him and he requested to not be drafted so he could sign with the Lakers because he wanted to be a Laker, you might have a little home team discount. Is on Pelinka and what he does as GM.
Yes.
And I'll tell you right now, if they go ahead and bring Kyrie Irving in there to suffice and placate LeBron, I'm burning all my Laker gear. I'm walking out, and you're going to have to bring me back in when the 2 of them Rudy Poos are gone. Is that fair enough? I'm burning McCoby gear. But
I don't see him. I don't see them bringing Kyrie because we can't pay Kyrie. We can't pay him.
If we don't go after Reeves, we let Hachimura walk.
Maybe we could pay him even if we don't go after Reeves and Hachimura. We still can't pay Kyrie Irving. It doesn't matter what we do. We cannot pay Kyrie Irving.
After the 4-year, $50 million.
Whole team out. Without gutting all them fellas out. Then you got all them fellas out, then you got nobody left.
Well, Texter, go ahead and call in on us, man. The number is 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. You and Earl, the Pearl, would cause me to call in on you all naughty. The front office said they will match any offer for Reeves and Hachimura. Well, that's just what I said. They're going to try to keep Reeves, Hachimura, and Vanderbilt. That's the focus.
And they can say what they want to say. The most the Lakers could give him is a 4-year, $51 million contract. I ain't guessing that. But anyway, we can wait and see.
And here what the Texas said, after 4-year, $50 million, he would be eligible for the max. Jenny Buss told me that. Jenny Buss also told me you annoy her texting her for her to break down what they trying to do in the front office. You should just shut up and listen to me and Pearly.
No, that's what, then you're right. Texas is right. After the 4-year, he can get the max deal. But is he willing to take the 4-year deal when he can get much, much more from another team today?
See,
well, not today,
but I'll be honest with you, Pearly. You got a team. All right? And I'll tell you right now, a team that could sign him right now, and he'll be the missing piece to put them where they need to be long term and for several years to come.
Houston wants him, and Houston can pay him big money, and Houston got plenty money to spend, and Houston going to build a brand new team next year, a brand new team that can compete almost
They got
immediately.
Udoka as the coach, but you look at that. Do you want to go there and be part of a rebuilding process after tasting the playoffs?
He only a rookie. You only got 1 year. That ain't part of a rebuilding process. He is part of a rebuilding process in LA.
Purdy.
You coming into a team not rebuilding. You come into a team that can try and make yourself an automatic contender by buying a lot of veteran players. You'll be the young player on the team with maybe James Harden.
Why would you want to be with James Harden, though?
I didn't say why I would want to be with James Harden. No, listen, you letting your heart tell you these things. This is about money.
Listen, I'm prepared for him to walk, okay? I'm prepared for him to walk because we have that LeBron situation there, and we're going to lose young talent, like I said, because we don't have the money to do it.
Don't blame LeBron if he walks. See, you can't blame LeBron if he walks.
You just said, I'm not talking about
he
the
only
walk.
qualifies for a 4-year, 51 based on the collective bargaining agreement. No, it ain't got nothing to do with LeBron.
Okay. Now, so you know, Pearly, Reeves is a dude going into his 3rd year. Scoring average has gone up every year. Assists gone up every year. Rebounds gone up every year. And he's obviously a key piece to that lineup. Now, it's all on Pelinka. What kind of deal are you going to cut with him to keep him there and throw in the fact that you can make a crap load of money in endorsements in LA and so on and so forth and come out with a nice bag? Or you just go to Houston and be in mediocrity for 4 years and come from there, because let's be real. Houston may spend some money, but what are they going to spend on? And what are they going to put in place there? But now, if you look at a team like, say, the Boston Celtics, who have some money, and the Miami Heat, who have some money, he's starting to make a whole lot of sense. And you and I both know he would fit perfectly into that stinking Celtic rotation. I hate to say it, and he looked like a Celtic too.
I ain't know about that.
You ain't know about that, but it's making sense to you. That's why you're going quiet.
That's something you think coming down. That's fine if that's what you're thinking about. Good.
And I also know Riley will spend on somebody like him too. And Miami got money. Miami always got money. When you got 4 undrafted free agents playing ball for you and starting and scoring, guess what? You got money, right, Pearly?
We'll see what happens.
Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Dan Noddy, what's happening?
What's going on, brother?
Everything good. Now, Noddy, it sounds like you're a little Laker biased with Austin Reeves. Remember this young man? He was undrafted, right?
Ben Tom, my whole point with Austin Reeves is if you did such a good enough job finding a diamond in the rough, you know what I mean? And getting him as an undrafted free agent at a low contract, knowing what he was going to pan out to be, you can't let him leave. You got to keep him.
Yeah, but you heard what Pearly said. They only could offer him 51.
Exactly. So you got to
make no money yet.
You got to start recruiting.
You got to for 80.
Hold on. You got to start massaging him. You got to start saying, look, we give you this for a year, but midway through, we could rip it up and give you an extension or redo your contract or take it for 2 years and do those behind the scenes kind of negotiations with the agent so he stays put.
Well, they have to do something because the young man he worked, and I think he deserved to get paid. And taking it on a blind, that ain't gonna work because I remember Schroeder trying to get a big deal from LA.
No. Schroeder was offered 4 years.
I got to take less for Boston and LA come back and trade for him.
But hold on. Whose fault is that? If I offer you 4 years for $84 million and you say no, and then the best offer you get after that is $5 million, whose fault is that? That's yours.
So every time I saw him on the court, fella, is like, wow, this dude, I knew he feels
because Schroeder just said no. The money was there to give to Schroeder. He just said no. He thought he was going to get more. He was greedy.
He got,
and you know what they say?
Crazy.
Piggy so get nice and fat, hog go straight to the slaughter. Or get 5 in instead of 84.
Everything. What make any Laker feel like Kyrie coming in there with a straight head? Because LeBron there?
Buddy, listen.
That's the same Kyrie ever would been in Boston and Brooklyn and in Dallas.
And Cleveland too, don't forget.
Thank you. I believe he was kind of okay in Cleveland, but what makes you...
He won LeBron a championship in Cleveland.
And one thing I hear Stephen A. always like to say is, the young man look like he don't like to work. He always is fine time to take off to do his personal stuff.
Well, when they were in a playoff run in Dallas and they needed to win a game and he didn't play for load management, that was pretty much it. And you know what? That Dallas scenario ain't looking good either. Purdy, I heard something last night that San Antonio might be trying to make a play for Doncic, Luka, to pair him with Victor Wembanyama with Wemby.
Yeah, that was but that's some big trade they thinking.
Boy, that'd be nasty though.
Kyrie is saying he wants. Kyrie is saying he can stay in Dallas.
I would you caller in the second round for sure.
Few Portland Trailblazer fans in the country, and I hear in these mock drafts saying we might get Swoop Henderson.
Oh, buddy, listen, stop. Let me tell you something. And Pearlie might not know this, but I just had a long conversation about Scoop Henderson the other night. All right. And I'll tell you not a word of lie. That dude right now is the best point guard in the draft. He's the best player in the draft next to Victor. And if he was in any other draft, he would have been the number one pick. And I saw him and I say, my God, he'd look good in purple and gold. But there's no way the Lakers going to get him. But yeah, I think he's something that if you guys could get him Portland and pair him with Lillard, you got something there. And that might make Dame want to stay in Portland. Because Dame's on getting weary and Portland. He wants to get out of there.
I wouldn't mind if they trade Dame as much as I love him. That's fair, in my opinion.
If they trade Dame, then Scoop Henderson is your guy to come in there and be that flashy point guard, scorer, ball handler, defender. He's got all the tools. And I respect the kid that goes from high school.
It's him. Because Simon really ain't.
But check this out. This dude went from high school.
Scoop Henderson, you're sleeping on Brandon Million. I think Miller is a scoring machine.
No. Listen.
I think he's a scoring machine that can carry a team.
But
another like job type deal.
But Purdy, the one thing about Miller that they will say, he need work on the defense.
So does half the NBA.
Right, but this kid, Scoop Henderson, I'm telling you, legit playing defense. He came out out of high school, signed in the D-League, okay? 17 years old, was averaging 15 and 9 in the D-League. And his first year, last year, almost did the same thing, but he plays defense. Purdy, I'll send you some clips of him. This kid is legit, bro. Like, he's legit.
No, I'm not disputing that he is legit. He is legit. Scoop Henderson is probably the best point guard in the draft, and it can be a day one plug-and-play a point guard for just about any team in the NBA. But
Caller who just hung up, hit us back.
I'm saying Brandon Miller is the type player that you could put he's a Jimmy Butler. Put me on your back and I carrying you to the promised land. That's a big difference.
Naughty, we don't need Kyrie. I prefer we try to make a play at Buddy and Turner again and get rid of Mo Bamba and Malik. Well, Malik Beasley could go. Mo Bamba you keep. Mo Bamba you keep. He's a cheap big man. He's a cheap big man with some skills who could shoot a three, and he could play. He was a little injured this year with the ankle, but if you keep Bamba, I think Bamba's a good reserve to come in and give you quality minutes with Wendy Gabriel at the center position. But that remains to be seen, because at the end of the day, who knows what the Lakers are going to do in the offseason as far as free agents and so on and so forth. We got another call, Mr. Producer. Let's go to the phone line. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Yeah, what's up, Naughty and Burley? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Oh, see, you lose your bet, Burley. This mystery. It's the sheethead.
There you go.
I wanted to call Pearly yesterday, then he was right, but I couldn't because Naughty, I told you I was headed in the gym. All right? So by the time I got out, Pearly was gone.
Conveniently, you notice the convenience he went to the gym while you were on. You know what I mean?
No, but I told you. Naughty.
Not 5:30, not 5:45, but 5.
Actually, 4:58.
I wanted to talk to Pearly yesterday.
Well, you can talk to him today. It's right here, right now. Nothing between you all except for opportunity and airwaves. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to wager for Game 5.
You want to wager for Game 5? What kind of wager you want? What kind of wager you want?
In Boston.
And what you want?
No, I listen. I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't take that bet. I'll tell you why. I believe that he can win that game. Now, if you want to be hard and you'll lose, we'll wager for Game 6. That's a competitive bet.
That'll be fine. Finally, who gone down yesterday? Who got injured last night on the Heat?
Vincent turned his ankle.
Gabe Vincent?
Yeah, he turned his ankle on when he jumping up for the body land, and nobody hit him. Nobody touched me. Just land bad on his left ankle.
Okay, he can be all right. No problem. He can be all right.
He did. He didn't come out. He played, but then he ran off the court into the locker room and didn't come back. I don't think he came back. I can't remember. But did they weigh in how it looks now to see how he'd be for tomorrow? That'd be a big blow if you lose him, though.
Well, I believe that'll just cause everybody to pull up their game, but that'll really be a big blow if we lose him. That's like losing Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. But all I'm saying, I believe that you guys could wrap it up tomorrow. All I'm saying is don't blink and lose tomorrow night and get that thing up and have yourself against the wall to win Game 6. Because if you lose Game 6, you're in problems in Game 7. You're going back to Boston.
To lose Game 5. To lose Game 5, we hanging on a limb.
No, if you lose Game 5, it put you back. As I said, if you lose Game 5, it would put you back to win Game 6. Because you don't want to lose Game 6 and go into Boston for Game 7. That's all, But I don't think you can come to that.
I totally agree. And
I hope I'm wrong, I believe
the Lakers should make a run at Buddy Hield as opposed to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving does bring a lot of baggage. I believe
the Lakers would be a better choice. One thing that their weakness is they need 3-point shooting. They
do. But guess what? It don't make no difference having 3-point shooting if LeBron can look off the hot 3-point shooter and clank it up.
Naughty, come on, man. Come on. The Lakers need 3-point shooting.
You tell me I was in Joker's wild mode, right? So
no. Sarcasm. I keep telling you, I deep down inside, I think you were bronsexual, because you can't stop talking about this nigga.
No, watch the N-word,
You
Pearly.
have to find a way to bring him up every time, and you didn't have to bring him up.
Y'all got to forget about LeBron James. LeBron James can't do nothing for the Lakers. LeBron James can be 39 years old. Forget about him. Move on. Bring some fresh players on that team.
But Pearly, you're the same one who agreed with my point numerous times. You actually used it as a narrative too. He clumped up some threes.
Yes, I agree with your point. But what I'm saying now, your point has been made, has been agreed upon.
It's called callback sarcasm. Allow me to have my moment.
Yeah, I know how you spin there. You telling me I can spin things. You spinning this good. I just keep telling you always find a way to bring the my name up. That's what I'm saying.
And guess what? And people can talk about, what happened when he retired, Naughty, who you can hate. I say, he ain't like Larry Bird now. We had a love affair starts when he retires, and I realize, hey, boy, we missed this. No, I can hate him into retirement.
I think he can be a Tom Brady and go into year 39. Year 39.
Yeah.
Age 39.
And play with Bronny so Bronny can put on his...
I can find the hate. The other NBA players I can find the hate. Jimmy Butler, others like that,
Oh, I got a couple on my radar right now. You ready to light up when LeBron retires? Hey, you need a cat? That's what you say? Hey, listen to me.
I'll pull up for you.
Hey, no, but do me a favor now that I got you on the phone, Mystery. Do you know the driver of a white van, TN1624? I know you're in the industry. Tell the driver of that van, that lady who's denied oxygen in the womb, that she shouldn't be parking in the handicap parking in Cable Beach Super Value Food Store and leave the tourists in the handicap parking and go shop. Oh, you hang up on that one, eh?
That's the taxi driver?
Yeah, that's a taxi driver. So send that there, Mystery. Send that. Make sure I get that out there.
So the handicap driver to find somewhere to park and walk all the way there.
You got it.
Terrible.
You got it. Some of these people go into hell on a scholarship and don't even know, Pearly, for the deeds they do every day.
That's not good. Them little things not good. The one thing I try not to, I don't care. See, first of all, if I can park far, I can walk, but I can never take the handicap parking. Never.
No, sir.
And guess what? Me dealing with my dad when he was sick, I understand how important the handicap parking is.
Somebody told me today, just texted a Naughty, you only making noise now because your dad broken hip. No, buddy. I've been making noise for years. My aunt, Kay Thompson, the late Kay Thompson, double amputee, okay? My mom went through it when she was dying with cancer, so don't tell me, but I just started this, okay? And even if I didn't have any of this, I'd still champion the cause because I think it sucks that selfish, disgusting individuals take the handicap parking from the handicap who only want to lead a normal life and use the parking provided for them to lead said normal life.
I agree. But speaking of handicap, we got a caller.
Okay.
Let's grab him. But what handicap are you talking about?
Grab the call and I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Naughty.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, man?
What's going on, brother?
Radio, everything kind of cool. Hey, bro, played in the game, played the whole game. Well, what happened to the coach? He couldn't pull him? I mean, I hear you all saying that. You let the man and almost 40 let him play the whole game. Then when time come down the crunch, that was it for him.
And I said, Mr. Caller, I said yesterday that I blame Ham for not making him come and sit down. I blame Ham for that.
But that still leads to previous engagements and stops where LeBron has been allowed to bully the coach. Look at Tyronn Lue, group of cousin. How many times he bullied Tyronn?
And he's the one who wanted Tyronn to be the coach of the Lakers before Ham.
So he could have bullied him, that's all.
Bully him, and then he could, like you
and
say,
call up the players.
Down with the iron on his knees. I don't get it. That's what the coach is there to do, substitute.
There you go.
Do what you have to do.
And now that I got you on the phone, man, look here. I ain't heard Purdy talk about this, but the Yankees, boy, them Yankees been playing some good ball lately, boy.
Boy, the Yankees get away, man. That picture be that release, that nigga blow that save, man.
Cole give a 5
and he got 2 strikes. He got 2 strikes on your boy, and he go and must be throwing the spit up. He hang right up.
Oh,
he lobbed that over that plate, man. I watched that.
Man, guess what?
If you want to talk about great playing, the Dodgers get 1 starting pitcher left.
Caller, I see. I'm coming to you now.
And we still winning.
All right, let me just have a look at the standings. Last week when we talked, the Yankees must be 10 games back. This week when we talked, the Yankees are 30-20, only 5 games back. And
that
the
was
Orioles.
2 weeks ago, you were 10 games, not last week. That was 2 weeks ago. Don't try that.
Don't try switching on me, Pearly. Don't stop.
I let you switch it on me because we thought that was before last.
All right. Anyway, the Orioles, we know they go free fall, so they ain't gonna be there. Okay?
You think so?
The Red Sox free falling.
The Orioles playing some good ball.
I ain't worried about the Orioles. Okay?
Stay right there.
Now let me look over in the West.
Look over.
31-19. 31-19, Pearly. Pearly, 31-19, 30-20. You know it is on and popping, baby. Now don't say nothing to me now. Just neck and neck.
But our 31-19 have me in first place by 2 games. That's all I got to say.
Because your division sucks. That's why.
Or my division, are we competitive? Which one?
I'll tell you, competitive division. AL East. Everybody in that division qualifies for the playoffs and the wild card right now.
That tells you how dead the American League is.
Let's go to Yankee caller. You got anything else to say? I got another call coming up.
In actuality, only about 20.
You're talking about LeBron. Well, he can still, if he in LA, he can still be hanging in there. You know, he can still be there. If they keep him, he still got to be a big part of that team. So I don't know. And then to make matter worse, he ain't gonna get Ocario. Even I can't see them doing that.
I don't want it.
Crazy. I think people don't want him.
Anyhow.
All right, brother. Be safe.
Talk to you tomorrow.
We'll talk soon. Be safe. Let's get to the other caller. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? You got a caller? Okay, call back, caller. If you waiting too long, call back. Handicap, Pearly. What you had to say about handicap?
I was starting to talk about the way Cole pitched yesterday. That was talking about handicap. And I'm talking about handicap the way the Florida Marlins 3-up and the way the Vegas Knights are 3-up on Dallas. It's amazing that how the hockey, the 8th place, the lower lead, about to go into the Stanley Cup Championship.
I'm amazed you watch hockey, bro. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads.
Good afternoon, Nari. Good afternoon, Bernie. How are y'all?
I'm good. Good. Who's this?
Listen, I just enjoy this time when y'all talking about the NBA and all. Oh, my goodness. My poor husband, his Lakers lost. Just, you all have the same team. But anyhow, I guess we now have to pull for somebody else.
You take care of him after that Laker loss? You cook him a nice meal or something? You rub him, give him a kiss on the forehead?
Yes, man. I take good care of him.
I had to, lap dance or something?
I had to sue them. But listen here, Nori, I want to thank you for championing the cause for the disabled. Let me tell you something. I row in every day, and I am going to take those pictures when I see them park up in those spots, and I am going to call you. Because let me tell you something, the other day, I tell the lady, I say, you can't park there, that's a disabled spot. Because, she parked crossway in the spot and come out and I don't know what all she was saying to me, but I tell her it doesn't matter to me. Whatever she say, I say you're wrong and you shouldn't do it. I say you don't know when the day may come and you may be disabled and you can't now need to park in the spot and somebody park up in it too young and strapping. It's sad, man. It's really disgusting. We need to have a demonstration.
Well, that could be the next step. We could work on that. That could be the next step.
I'm telling you, that's what we need. We need a demonstration, and you know what we need? We need these. They have records going around, moving the dog on the cars, and then they'll stop it. See, let me tell you something. Ain't no discipline in this country. And when they're in the United States, you know what they do? They park from here to the Jabim and walk before they park in one of them spots because they know on its day you charge $2,500. Why they can't put that on there, and why we can't get a records to move these cars? You see, people will do it. You make an example of them, they'd stop parking in them spots.
And we just go to foreign. We go to foreign and Florida and rent cars and avoid the handicap parking over there. So why?
Oh yeah,
do it
we park. I tell you, we'll walk 10 miles before we park in one of them because we know there's a consequence. But here, it ain't no consequence. They'll cuss you. They'll cuss you stink when you tell them you shouldn't park there.
Back. Tell them about their stupid self. Cuss them right back. But I appreciate you listening.
Well, I say you so. Well, you know, I didn't back down.
No, I know how you go. But I appreciate you calling, and your hubby keep listening and keep enjoying the sport.
I listen to y'all every day. And then Pearly Day, I always send him a little text to encourage him to let him know how good he's doing. So you all take care.
Oh, it's you be swelling it, Pearly head up. That's you.
I sent him that very first text, and spread Pearly head.
You're the enabler. Thank you. Now he's fine.
All right. Bye.
I guess you like the Dodgers too, and you went to Sox. I bet that too. Anyway, Mr. Producer, be ready. We're taking the breaks now, and then we can let Rich Eisen take us home. Or be taking a break and coming back to rock. We can rap now and let Rich Eisen take us home. All right, Pearly, we can rap now and let Rich Eisen.
Right. I think the Dodgers can sweep the Yankees, the Braves tonight.
And who else you like?
Let me see. Who else I like tonight? I like St. Louis over the Reds.
Uh-huh.
I like the Rays over the Blue Jays.
Uh-huh.
I like the Padres over the Nationals. I like the Yankees over the Orioles.
Boom. Them four right there. Bet it, set it, and forget it. Right there with theislandgame.com. Always play responsibly and check out theislandgame.com sportsbook and see all the ways you can win. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Talking Heads. Great stuff in the first hour, great stuff in the second hour. Pearly, I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take time, my brother. Be good. If not, be careful. Ciao, ciao.
When I got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. It's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
Almost there.
Sarge, that's you.
Well, who else?
Tell the truth. I thought a beige walrus was dying on the sidewalk.
I'm preparing for my 4x100 meter debut.
More like 1 by 1, because the other 99 killing you.
Funny, the Bahamas games come in July 7th to July 15th, and Grand Bahama gotta win this.
Well, you know that.
Email info@thebahamasgames.org or call 322-1029 for more information.
Which island is gonna win?
Experience the pure deliciousness of Dunkin's Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. This sweet and savory breakfast treat stacks a fluffy egg and smoked bacon classic Dunkin' Glazed Donut. Make it a combo with lightly seasoned hash browns and your favorite freshly brewed Dunkin' coffee. Stop by your favorite Dunkin' today and take breakfast to a fun and tasty level with the Dunkin' Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. Whatever the occasion, John's is confident you will find what you're looking for among our always growing collection of amazing and trendy styles. We cover women, men, children, the whole family. Together with John's great prices and helpful and friendly customer service, your experience in shopping with us will be time well spent. Too busy to come in store? Shop with us online. www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on in today at John's, where we put fashion at your feet.
The road to 50 Jubilee celebration continues with the 50th on Bay Street Festival. Bahamian culture comes alive on Monday, May 29th from 2 p.m. until. Come out, bring the whole family to enjoy live music, food, drinks, cooking demos by local celebrity chefs, art, crafts, a kiddies corner, and so much more. It's Bahamian culture at its finest. The 50th on Bay Street Festival, this Whit Monday, May 29th. Bring the whole family. Admissions free.
From the fried chicken experts, creators of the Kentucky Chicken Sandwich, comes a whole new way to enjoy barbecue. The KFC Crispy Barbecue Sandwich features a 100% premium white meat Kentucky Fried Chicken filet stacked with bacon, cheddar cheese, crispy fried onions, and barbecue sauce on a toasted, buttery brioche bun. The new KFC Barbecue Crispy Sandwich is available only for a limited time. Try one today and enjoy a whole new level of flavor. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, if you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video. Wanna step out and look great? Then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch, conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday, only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's. Well worth the trip.
Out the other night.
See what happens going forward. But I don't know. I got a lot to think about, to be honest. And just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, got a lot to think about.
What does he have to think about?
So, I think two things can be true here with those LeBron comments. Number one, I think you can take them at face value because this was the most grueling season of LeBron's 20-year career. It was grueling mentally because of how the season started. 0-5, 2-10, the Russell Westbrook drama playing itself out night after night in LA. Then they make the trades, shake things up. They're trying to piece the thing together. And just as they're doing that, he has the most significant injury of his career. Fast forward to the playoffs. He's playing 43 minutes a game in the Western Conference Finals. He plays 48 in Game 4, 38, almost 39 years old, thinking maybe I might be done doing this. All that being said, there is nothing LeBron James ever says or ever does that isn't calculated and deliberate. And LeBron James, you just heard that answer. He wasn't asked about that. Like, that was the last question of a media availability, and it was the last question that didn't have anything to do with his basketball future. LeBron knew it was the last question. The PR person for the Lakers says, last question to this person. So LeBron absolutely made sure that he put that into the universe. Now, the question is why? LeBron is the king of leverage. He always has been. In Cleveland, he signed all these one-year contracts with the Cavaliers. That was to exert maximum pressure on Cleveland to make sure they kept doing right by him and right by the team, or else he would take his talent somewhere else. He has a contract next year with LA, so he can't exert that leverage on the Lakers. Mm-hmm. What he can do is threaten to walk away and say, all this stuff you built, all this investment you made in this team short-term, gone. I'm out. If I walk away and go sit on the USC campus and watch my son play for a year, you're pretty much out of luck next season. And who knows if I'll ever be back after that. To me, that's how I interpreted that. I think LeBron going into this offseason wants to make sure he gets everything he wants. Now, that may mean Kyrie Irving getting signed as a free agent. That may mean going out and trading for a Trae Young. That may mean just doing something else, nibbling around the fringes a little bit. But, my interpretation of those comments was LeBron was trying to make sure that as he entered this offseason, he had maximum leverage with the Lakers.
So I understand, probably phenomenal response. This leads me to think about so many different things. The Cleveland one-year deals was probably because he didn't trust Dan Gilbert, potentially, even though I know David Griffin was there and he really, I think he's the one that he really respected
but look,
there.
He paved the way for a lot. But now a lot of guys are doing this because what does LeBron James need a multi-year deal for?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like Cleveland was Cleveland. So now for him to say this, because he also chit-chatted with Dave McMenamin of ESPN, as you know, who had a back and forth.
Yeah, they were
him.
walking right past me in the hallway there as they left. It was like
right. So that did go a little bit even more into detail than what LeBron just said from the podium. So what is it that was he not completely satisfied with the maneuvers that were made at the deadline? Because they seem to be magical. I mean, a wand being waved is what it seemed like Pelinka was able to do with a roster that everyone thought was dead in the water with Russ and then completely unworkable even when he wound up with the Clippers until we saw how they all looked in the playoffs and Reeves, et cetera. Is he not pleased with the roster, or there was moves that he thought they could have made that they didn't? So why would he say that?
My guess is he's pleased with the roster because the roster was significantly upgraded. Rob Pelinka did a fantastic job shaking things up and putting the right pieces around LeBron and Anthony Davis. At the same time, LeBron's one of the smartest guys that ever played the game. He knows that this roster that he has is good, but maybe it's not great. They got swept by the Nuggets, and LeBron played great. That game 4, where he had 40 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds in 48 minutes, that was one of the best performances LeBron has played as had ever. And that whole series, LeBron was largely excellent. And they still got beat in 4 games. LeBron's probably looking at next year as the last year he's going to have to win a championship. Because the year after that, it sounds like it's all about Bronny. If Bronny gets drafted by the Orlando Magic uniform in 2024, 2025, next year is the last year it's probably all about basketball. And this team, if they ran it back, they'd be really good. But would they be better than Denver? Would they be better than Boston or Miami or Milwaukee, whoever comes out of the Eastern Conference next season? Does Kyrie Irving make them better? I mean, it can't go unnoticed by LeBron that D'Angelo Russell was effectively unplayable in the Western Conference Finals. He was really good prior to that, but he was unplayable in the Western Conference Finals. And Kyrie Irving was sitting there, Game 4, sitting in his baseline seat, observing the whole thing. LeBron, even though he's got to have a lot of mixed feelings about Kyrie, knows he can win a championship with Kyrie, knows Kyrie is a high-level player. Does LeBron want the Lakers to go all in to get Kyrie Irving in a Laker uniform? I don't think it's a matter of being dissatisfied with what's on the Laker roster right now, as much as it's knowing that what they have probably isn't good enough to win.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.
Let me say the same, baby, since we've been together. Ooh, loving you forever so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all right with me. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Oh, baby, let's stay together.
This is God 10 Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.